Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Mike on the Mic. I'm Mike Hughes. We're doing double duty. We're going to come at you both tonight, Thursday night, and Friday night. So, hey, enjoy it. Mike on the Mic both nights, and we'll have two different games for you here, Thursday and Friday. Of course, this week, state volleyball and state cross country taking place this weekend. A lot of the schools not having school on Friday. So there is a handful of games on Friday night, most of the games being played tonight. Let's take a look at the matchups because a lot of the games up in the air as far as who's going to go on to the playoffs. Tonight's contest features Phillipsburg at Russell. Phillipsburg blanked Norton big last week, 56-0. Russell lost to TMP by a score 46-6. Quinter is open. They end their season 0-8. They lost to St. Francis last week, 54-6. They're open this week. Again, their season over at 0-8. TMP will be at Norton. We mentioned a minute ago, TMP defeated Russell 46-6. Norton lost to Phillipsburg 56-0. It's going to be Logan Palco at Bennington. Should be an 8-man contest here. Logan Palco beat a good Solomon team last week, 64-16. Bennington lost to Osborne by a score of 32-16. It's going to be Pike Valley at Lynn. Pike Valley defeated Beloit St. John's Tipton last week rather handily, 52-6. Lynn beat Tescott 46-0. It'll be Rock Hills of Beloit St. John's Tipton, a lot on the line here. We'll talk more about that here in a minute. Rock Hills shut out Southern Cloud last week 54-0, while Beloit St. John Tipton lost to Pike Valley, as we mentioned, 52-6. Osborne will be at Lincoln. Osborne defeated Bennington 32-16 last week. Lincoln lost to Victoria 52-0. It's going to be Stockton at Lakeside. Stockton lost to Northern Valley last week, 66-14. Lakeside defeated Wilson by a score of 66-20. It's going to be Hill City at Rawlins County. Hill City lost to Hoxie last week, 52-6. Rawlins County defeated Trigo, shut them out 46-0. It's going to be Victoria at Solomon. Victoria defeated Lincoln last week, 52-0. Solomon lost to Logan Palco, 64-16. Thunder Ridge at Northern Valley, that's you're going to see here Thursday night here on Nex-Tech Local 1, your game of the week. Thunder Ridge lost to Sylvan Lucas last week, 44-8. Northern Valley defeated Stockton, 66-14. It's going to be Trigo at St. Francis. Now, Trigo lost to Rawlins County last week, 46-0. St. Francis defeating Quinter by a score of 54-6. And it's going to be Smith Center at El Saline. Smith Center defeated Republic County last week, 70-0. El Saline beat Sacred Heart, come from behind, scored with 2 minutes to win. 2 minutes to go in the game to win 28-21. They're going to have a tough time. Smith Center has outscored their first two district opponents 148-0. And then a couple of area games on Friday night, Wamego at Hayes. Now that's going to be a big contest. Wamego lost to McPherson last week 47-0. Hayes beat Abilene, shut them out 36-0. And then Lacrosse at Plainville, that's your game of the week Friday night here on Nex-Tech Local 1. Lacrosse at Plainville. Lacrosse beat Oakley last week 43-23. Plainville defeated Ellis 47-14. Again, those two games taking place on Friday night. Now let's take a look at district contest. First off in 4A1, District 8. McPherson, they've clinched the championship at 2-0. The winner of the Hayes-Wamego game Friday night, both teams 1-1. The winner will advance, be the runner-up in that district. Abilene is already out. They're 0-2. In 3A District 14, Phillipsburg has clinched it. They're 2-0. Norton and TMP match up tonight. The winner of that game will be the runner-up. Loser will be out. Russell already out at 0-2. Norton TMP should be a pretty good matchup. In 1A, District 6, Smith Center and El Saline battle it out tonight. Both 2-0. Sacred Heart, Republic County, they're both out at 0-2. The winner of the Smith Center El Saline game will be the district champion. Loser will be the runner-up. El Saline's had to come from behind their last two games against Republic County and Sacred Heart. They cannot afford to get behind to Smith Center. And in 1A District 7, same scenario there. Plainville and Lacrosse, both 2-0. Ellis and Oakley already eliminated. They're both 0-2. Winner of that contest between Plainville and Lacrosse Friday night will be the district champion. The loser will be the runner-up. We move to 8-man 1 District 4. Osborne, 4-0. They're the champions, but still looking for a runner-up. Now, Victoria is 3-1. Logan Palco, 2-2. They've already been eliminated. Solomon, 2-2. And then Bennington, 1-3. Lincoln, 0-4. They're both out. So Victoria or Solomon, one of those, will be the runner-up. In 8-man 1 District 8, that's still all up in the air. Hoxie, St. Francis, Rawlins County, all 4-1. Hoxie in the driver's seat. Hill City, 3-2. Decatur Community is already out. They're 2-3. Trigo eliminated. They're 1-4, as is Quinter, 0-6 in district play. Now in 8-man 2 District 4, the champion is Pike Valley. They're 4-0. The winner of Rock Hills, Beloit, St. John's, Tipton Thursday night, they're both 3-1. The winner of that will be the runner-up. Already eliminated, Lynn, they're 2-2 in district play. Southern Cloud and Tesket, both 0-4. And in 8-man 2 District 5, this has already been wrapped up. Northern Valley, your champions, they are 4-0. Silva Lucas will be the runner-up. They're 3-1. Eliminated and out, playing for pride this weekend. Thunder Ridge, Lakeside, both 2-2 district play. Stockton, 1-3, and Wilson, 0-4. Now looking at rankings, Phillipsburg still number 2 in 3A. Conway Springs moving up, they're number 3. We'll talk more about that next week. In 2-1A, Smith Center still ranked number 1. El Salinas fallen out of the top 5. In 8-man 1, Osborne ranked 3rd, St. Francis 4th, Hoxie 5th. And in 8-man 2, Pike Valley remains number 2 behind Hanover. 6-man action, it's already complete. Golden Plains finished their season 5-2. Natoma 1-6. Natoma had to forfeit a couple of those games. That's a couple of the losses. 6-man has not yet been sanctioned by Kansas State High School Activities Association, something I think they're going to have to look at in the very near future as more teams are going to 6-man. I think there was 8 this season. And how about the Fort Hays State Tigers, folks? Big win over Missouri Western on the road, 38-10 last Saturday. First time they have been 8-0 in the program's history. They'll be at home. Check it out. Head out to Lewis Field this Saturday, 2 o'clock, as they host the Emporia State Hornets. They can use their support. They've moved up in the rankings. They're up to number 7 this week in the rankings. Now we're going to take a minute to talk about state volleyball, state cross country. That taking place this weekend, and some area teams involved in that. First off, congratulations to the TMP Lady Monarchs, Smith Center Lady Redmen, and Northern Valley Lady Huskies. They are all headed to state. TMP is the number 1 seed in the 3A tournament with a 38-2 record. Beloit is the number 5 seed there. Smith Center, the number 4 seed with a record of 33-8. Both TMP and Smith Center, the 3A and 2A, both being played in Emporia, while Hayes will host 1A1 and 1A2. In 1A2, Sylvan Lucas, the number 2 seed, Rawlins County, number 6. And in 1A2, Northern Valley, they're the number 2 seed at 28-8. Number 3, Beloit St. John's, Tipton. Now, if you're not familiar with state volleyball, they have 4 teams. They have 2 pools of 4. The top 2 teams out of each pool on Friday advance to Saturday. The winner of Pool 1 plays a runner-up in Pool 2. Vice versa, the winner of Pool 2 plays a runner-up in Pool 1, and the winners of those 2 matches play for the state championship. The remaining 2 teams will play for 3rd, so good luck to those teams. The Lady TMP Monarchs, the Lady Smith Center Redmen, and the Lady Northern Valley Huskies. Now, cross country, 5 area teams have advanced to state. First off, TMP, boy, what a weekend they had. They're not only heading to volleyball state, they're heading to state cross country as well, as the girls team finished 1st at the Ellsworth Regional. In 2A girls, it was Trigo finishing 2nd. In 3A boys, Norton finishes 1st to advance. In 1A girls, Lakeside was 1st, and in 2A boys, Trigo finished 3rd. So TMP will be at Ellsworth. That's where their state competition will be held. Norton will head to Ellsworth as well for the 3A boys. In 2A girls, 2A boys, for Trigo, both the boys and girls teams, they'll head to Tribune. The 1A girls, Lakeside, will head to Washington, so we wish all them teams the best of luck. We certainly want to thank our sponsor this week, as always, all season long, Leon's Welding and Fabrication, located on East Highway 40. Don't forget, next week we're going to have a special edition of Mike on the Mic right here Tuesday night. That's Halloween night. Mike on the Mic, Tuesday night. That will wrap up our season. We're going to tell you how those teams placed in state volleyball, your state runners in cross country, what's going to happen as far as classifications for schools and football, and the districts. It's really going to change for Class 2A next year, and we'll tell you who's in as far as in the playoffs advancing in football in our area divisions. Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Mike on the Mic. Don't forget, next week, we'll see you right here Tuesday on Halloween night. I can hardly wait.